lanterns in shadow and food. Shadows call the drowned are grieving. False stars drift on storm-bound seas. Woman's breath upon the breeze. Storm-crowned rising, thunder calling. Isles of sorrow, tides are falling. Voices echo, lost to flame. False light burns in endless streets lie broken, waves consuming. Ancient gods in ruins looming. Echoes cry from root to shore. Lanterns glow, deceives once more. Break the chain, sever the tether. Hold the flame through storm and weather. Shards of hope in darkness gleam. True light waking from the dream. Storm crown rising, thunder calling. Isles of sorrow, tides are falling. Flame eternal, stars above. Lantern true and light of
Hey there, role players, gamers, geeks, freaks, and everyone in between. Welcome back to Deacon's Table. I am Deacon Blues, your resident dungeon master. Of course, this is episode 2 of Echoes After the Stars miniseries entitled The Marsh That Hunts. It is the month of fading, which of course is the month in which the people of Oiala-ndor, pay tribute to the dead and their loved ones and the goddess Griva. So very important that time of year. And of course, we are in the town of Kelpwood, a coastal marsh-like town made up of 4 smaller villages. So that's basically where we are. And so that you all are up to date, I'm going to give a brief recap, and then we're going to go in and we're going to meet our players and find out who they are and who they're playing in this episode. So just a little bit of a summary and a recap. After the harrowing night beneath the verdant sentinel tree, where the echo wraith revealed that omens were being twisted and lantern lights bent by a hidden will, the party returned to Croakmire, shaken but triumphant over the cause. The storm-scarred drift shard they recovered pointed unmistakably east towards the sea. Word spread quickly through town. By dawn, the settlement was holding its breath in anticipation. Now, as morning fog coils thick around the Moonwell docks, which are on the eastern side of town in the village of Bogwatch. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied here today already. The unrest from the previous night, though, has metastasized. Lanterns sway through. No wind is around. Children whisper that lights are calling to them. The fishermen prepared their skiffs, report tides pulling eastward away from the current. And that, again, making everybody's tension rise. This is a town of superstition and fear. The warden has asked you all to meet her at first light. And when the party arrives, there's already a bit of chaos ongoing. So let us switch over and meet who we've got at our table here. We're going to bring up our players. We're going to bring up Mr. Kelvo. We're going to bring up Kurt. We're going to bring up. I still have to figure out how to pronounce her name. We'll get there. Who else? And we do have Jenny. Jenny has joined us. So this is the first time, by the way, we have played with 6 people at the table. So a little bit excited about that, but again, a little bit hesitant as well because I've done bigger games online before, and it can sometimes get a little tedious. So we will do our best not to talk over one another and make sure that the audience is aware of sort of what we're doing and what's going on. So we're going to go down the table, and what I'm going to have everybody do is introduce who they are, as much as information as they want to divulge. It might be their nickname or what have you. And then tell us who their character is and a little bit about who their character, who they're playing tonight, what ancestry they are, what class they are, and so on. So we can get into that, and then we'll get into our adventure. So we'll take up where we left off. So we'll start off with Kelvo. Kelvo, who are you, sir, and who are you playing?
Hey, everybody. Ken the Friend here. You can find me on YouTube and Discord as Ken the Friend. And tonight I will be playing Kelvo the Bog Collar. A little bit of magic, a little bit of religion. Now let's meet the other wonderful players. Yay!
And now that Kermit the Frog is done, we're going to go over and we are going to talk to Mr. Kurt Willow. Who are you, and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Brady. My name, and I'm going to be playing Kurt Willow. You can call me Chip. I am a Forest-born human who is playing as a Blade Caller.
Excellent. And beside him is Kaori. Is that how we're going to pronounce it, or Kaori, or how would you like to pronounce it?
Let's go with Kaori.
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 Okay. Yeah, it is an Asian-inspired name, so we're just trying to get the right pronunciation, the feel for it, I think. But whichever is comfortable. Kaori works fine. So who are you, and who are you playing this evening? Who is Kaori?
So my name's Lindsay. Nice to meet everybody. And my character is Kaori Redtail. I've given her the nickname of Red, so that can just be her. Oak. She's a fox, and she is a rogue.
Okay, excellent. And then, of course, we have Susanoo. I think that's the name you decided to go with. Susanoo is the next character over. Who are you, and who are you playing?
So, his name is Susanoo, Tidebound. He is an Ogu King. Kid. Sorry, not king. Let's just say he's a king. But he is a Blade-bound.
Excellent. And beside Susanoo, we have Cass. Cass, who are you, and who are you playing? Are you muted? I think you're muted. You might be muted.
He's muted. Oh, the silence.
It's these headset mics. I'm telling you guys. We got Lindsay cutting in and out sometimes, and then we got.
All right. There
we go.
Hey.
Are we
Okay.
back?
Yes. All right. I'm Dave. I'm playing Cass and Thor, the resident lovable big, huge Ursus barbarian. He's been around a while, and he's just here for adventure.
It's a Pooh Bear.
Pretty
Just
much.
say it. And then beside him, we have Fade Zamora. Fade, who are you, and who are you playing? Who is
Hi
Fade
there, I'm Jenny, and I'm playing Faye Zamora. She is a draconic sorcerer. Umber Sky on Salafern.
Excellent. And of course, people watching will be curious about all these ancestries we talked about. We'll kind of get into that, throughout play and as we go. These are all original ancestries. We do have a couple. We have one person playing a traditional character class at the moment. We'll kind of develop things as we go and explain things. If you want more information, the link going across the bottom of your screen will take you to our socials. The top social is our Discord server, and on the Discord server, you can get all this information for free. Our entire campaign setting is available for you to enjoy, to use, to change, and alter, and make your own. So come and join us and be one of the geeks talking geek speak and just hanging out and being friendly with one another. So that's what we do. So anyway, without further ado, guys, I'm going to get into where you guys were. And as I mentioned to the audience in the introduction, you guys have arrived. The 5 of you that were originally there were invited by the warden to meet at these particular docks on the eastern side of town, which is out in Bogwatch. It's quite the stretch out there, and it's one of the furthest docks out. So you are meeting there in the morning, and there is a new individual joining you that you had seen get off a boat the other day, and it is a Vulpus. Looks like a Vulpus swashbuckler type off of a ship, but you're not quite sure. And she's kind of part of this gathering going towards the warden on the dock. Fog blurs the horizon into a smear of pearl and gray. The Moonvale docks, groan under the weight of villagers pressing towards the water. Voices sharp with panic, and a skiff lies overturned just beyond the black reeds, its passengers flailing in the freezing tide as though dragged by invisible hands. Above the waves, pale lanterns that have been set adrift for the month of fading drift eastward in a thin, wavering line. They do not float like fireflies. They travel with a purpose. They're actually slipping beneath the mist like scouts. Children cling to their parents. Fishermen are shouting for rope. The tide is surging unnaturally strong, tugging at debris and people towards the false lights. The warden spots you and pushes forward, spear raised. Those lights again, stronger than we saw near the Sentinel. They're hunting now. Get those people out of the water before something else gets to them first. He looks at you guys. So who is the first to react? Roll me initiative. Don't you love it when your DM laughs like that?
At least you didn't ask for death saving throws.
We've seen a DM do that recently, haven't we? Start off a campaign for a character with a death save. Good job. That was intense. Probably one of the best episodes I've ever seen. So that was
The
incredible.
7 for Calvo.
So Calvo got a 7. How did Kurt do?
21.
Nice.
Kurt is a 21. How did Cowrie do?
16.
16. Excellent. And Susanu.
Just trying to find the code real quick.
It's okay. Cass, how'd you do?
13 for Cass and Thor.
Cass, okay. And Fade, how'd you do?
17.
17. Nice. All right, Susanu, you got it?
Still working on it. I'm sorry.
You should have brought your dice downstairs.
I should have.
You can manually enter it. You can manually enter it as exclamation point R space 1d20 plus your dex modifier plus your proficiency bonus. Okay, 15. There we go.
All right.
So first one that's able to act is Kurt. Kurt, you are you're on the docks. You see the skiff overturned. You see people flailing about. There's about 7 people out there in the water. The water is this time of year. I mean, it's not abnormally cold on the surface, but the water is much colder as it's coming in. But these people look like they're almost on the verge of being pulled under. They are just beyond the black reeds that are out there. So different options that you could do at this point. Obviously hauling the survivors out is one thing you could definitely help with. Try to get out in the water yourself and get that skiff and get it right-sided and kind of put in the right direction. You can wait until some of the folks are dragged up and use medicine to stabilize them. You can try and keep this crowd calm, because it looks like they're on the verge of either surging towards the edge of the dock. Someone's going to end up on the water, or perhaps part of the dock collapsing, or to figure out what's going on with the lanterns. I mean, it's really what your perspective is going to be to do, what you're focused on. So what is Kurt first to react with?
The first thing I can think about is like, hey, someone's going to need some sort of lifeline. First thing I look at is there any rope on this dock that I could toss out quickly to help with anybody who needs a line? Because I'm like, the water's cold. I don't necessarily want to jump in myself, but I want to toss them a line. Okay,
so you are going to attempt to rescue survivors.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have you you do find some rope. Make me an athletics check.
Okay. Before I even throw the rope, I want to actually take the moss that we found earlier, and I want to spread it along the edge or the tip of the rope to help glow sections of it, so the people who are swimming can grab it easier.
They can see it?
Yeah.
Excellent. So parts of it. So as you do so, and you kind of go through the length, it's about a 50-foot coil. So it's going to be able to just barely reach out there. But you kind of sporadically rub that moss onto the rope, and it kind of mushes into the fibers, and you get that glowing surface at a few spots. So it's kind of like beacons or buoys that are being floated out in the water, and you toss it. So make me an athletics check.
Athletics. Sounds good. That would be a 5.
A 5. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing. You're not able to really do anything. You kind of the rope falls short, maybe about half the distance, and you got to reel it back in. So
I don't got the strength. Turn around and look at the big guy. Someone else throw it.
Fade, you're next up. You see, like you are. It's literally a split second in front of you. You see Kurt rush up, grab this rope, put the stuff on, and toss it. What are you doing in the meantime?
So, I think she's going to cast a spell.
Okay.
A level 2 spell of alter self. Let me see if I'm thinking right about this. I gotta check my spells. I might be a little mixed up here. No, there's an aquatic adaptation. Yeah. So the alter self adapts to aquatic environment, sprouting gills and growing webbing between your fingers. You can breathe underwater and gain a swimming speed equal to your walking speed.
Yes.
So she would do that.
Yep.
So that on her movement, she would dive into the water.
Well, you do have again, it's movement and action. So you cast the spell and then you dive into the water?
Yep. To go help them. Yep.
Okay. Make me now are you helping them, or are you trying to right the skiff?
Right the skiff, grab the rope, help get them into the boat. Anything.
Okay.
Take it beyond the 2
All right,
feet.
well, you're probably to grab the survivors. So you are in the water. You are not quite to them yet, but you are in the water at this point. I need you to make an athletics check.
By the way, I would have set my backpack down to tell somebody to watch it before I dove into the water.
Yep. I am going to, by the way,
Athletic?
do that shopping outing with Cowrie. There are backpacks that are designed for the swamp that are water resistant, waterproof. They are available in the market, and they are in the shopping guidelines that we have. But again, I want to create some more NPCs that people can react to.
Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics,
That's a 17.
17. Yeah, it's not a problem. You're
Really
no,
roll
like
well.
again, you with the webbing on your hands and your feet just really helped you get that momentum as you went out there. So next up we have actually Cowrie. It is your turn. What is our Vulpus Robin Hood? Robin with a Y hood. So there you go. What are you doing? What is your focus?
I think I'm going to try and pick up with getting folks out of the water using rope. And I do have something called the coin weighted rope. Is that something I can use to help?
The weighted end of the rope, yes, it gives you a much lower DC target to hit because one end of the rope gives you it's got a little bit, not enough to sink it, but enough to give it that extra flight through the air. So that will allow that for sure. So you can make an athletics check.
Okay, cool. Athletic. That's a 19.
Okay, your rope flies right out there and lands maybe 2 feet in front of one of the people flailing about. They reach out and they do. Let's make sure. Yep, they do. And the other one does not. So you have one person you are currently working on getting back towards the docks. So next up, we do have a Susanu. What are you doing?
So my guy yells out, "Hey, I have a grappling hook and a silk rope with a bone hook handle. If anyone want one, I'll toss it to you, and then I will try to get the skiff."
Okay, are you trying to get the skiff with the grappling hook?
Yes, if I can.
Okay, all right. So I will. If you're trying to get the skiff, do you have? Well, first I'm going to make you make an athletics check. First of all, it's throwing that grappling hook out there. And this is basically your move action, is what this is. You're tossing that grappling hook out there.
Dirty 20.
Nice. So you hook that grappling hook good on the skiff for certain. And your action, of course, is trying to right the skiff and bring it more under control so these people can perhaps get out of the water. With that, you ever seen a fisherman that gets the big one on the line and he's jumping back and forth like he's really wrestling with it? I need you to make an acrobatics check.
Damn it. Okay.
You got this.
Or if you have
We
water
do need to
vehicles,
go on
I
your
will
feet
allow you
before.
to do a proficiency check in water vehicles. You can do that too.
Oh, I do have proficiency in water vehicles. So what should I roll for that?
Proficiency modifier, which would be +2, rather than
Yeah, it's going to be, you still roll your acrobatics. It's still going to be dex. Dex based, I'm going to have it. But you're going to add not just your dex modifier, but also your proficiency modifier.
bonuses.
What's your level again?
Probably higher than 2.
Currently 3.
Okay, so you have +3 proficiency modifier. Oh no, 2 for level
2.
3. My bad.
Then plus, so 9 plus 3, so 12.
12, actually, not bad. Not bad. You don't get it right-sided, but you definitely stop it from drifting away. So you've kind of secured it this round, which is where you're at this point. We are then moving down to, looks like Cassanthor. You're up. Cassanthor, what are you up to?
So right now, there's 2 ropes in the water, and looks like at least one fisherman has the rope and one is still trying to reach the rope, and 4 or 5 more.
Yeah, there's looks like 5 that you can see.
Okay. Cass is going to rage, growing to his 12, 14 feet height. Get out of the way! Going to go a full dash action, 80 feet, and dive into the water to get to them and be able to bring them back.
Make me an athletics check.
Advantage. 21.
Okay, you get out there and you dive, and when your head comes up, you're right in the middle of what you thought was 5, but there's actually 7. You see 2 children holding on the edge of the skiff. It's what you notice. So you do make it out there. That is your action. You've gone out there. You're raged. You're ready to go. Kelvo, what are you doing?
Well, first off, he kind of pads over. Somebody left their backpack on the pier, so he's going to kind of guard that, make sure that doesn't go away or get stolen.
Thank you.
Then he's going to do kind of like a water bending movement. He's like, hang in there! And he'll do like shape water and try to counter the current a bit.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana.
Arcana. 13.
Okay. You only needed a 12. So you do shape the water, and you do manipulate the current. So with your assistant, and you've got Susanu with a grappling hook attached to the skiff, the current is not pushing these people away either, but you do adjust the current enough that he's actually able to right side the boat, get it right side up with the grappling hook. So between the two of you, that's what you have done. Now, as everybody's done, who's in the water directly right now? I know, Cassanthor, you're in the middle of it. Anybody else in the actual water? You are as well. You're almost to them. Fade, you two notice that one of the 2 children loses their grip and they slip beneath the water. First up, Kurt Willow. You do not see the child slip under the water.
No, I do not. My rope throw is also pathetic, so I'm going to help the other person who already has the rope and has someone on it, and I'm going to help pull them in.
Okay. So you help with the weighted rope, so you are helping. Yep. We're going to maybe move. Well, so you'll be on Kiori's roll. So that's what you're doing. So next up then, beside Kurt, is going to be Fade. You're going to finish your swim. You get over there. I need another athletics check.
19.
Okay, you're there. You've actually got a survivor. Yeah, you've got the survivor in your arms. Are you heading back towards the dock with them, or are you trying to put them in the skiff?
I would either have them hold on the edge of the skiff or the rope or something, so I can go after that kid.
Okay. Well, just so you are aware, the skiff is right-sided now, so they can actually climb into it.
Right.
It is possible at this point. So you help them. You're not going to be able to. It's either you help this person directly, or you go after the child. It's one or the other. So are you helping them into the skiff, and then preparing your next action is going to be to go after the child that fell into the water?
Nope, I'm going after the child. I just tell them to get into I would tell them to get into the skiff.
All right. So you basically, all you do is you lay a hand on them and just kind of give them a shove towards the skiff and say, hey, get in the skiff, and you dive towards the child. That is a good call. And with the roll that you made, you grab the child and bring the child up to safety to the edge of the boat, helping them in. So at this point, there are 2 out of 7 survivors in the boat. Now, next up after Fade, we have Kaori. With the aid of Kurt, you bring a survivor to the docks. So there are now 3 survivors that have been saved. What are you doing now that you get this person to the dock? Are you throwing the rope back out again?
I think since I had assistance,
maybe one of us can continue that same motion to try and get a lifeline out to the others in the water.
Okay.
And then,
so I need you to make another athletics check, but with advantage. So you roll twice and give me the highest number.
Okay. 17.
17. Once again, the rope gets out there amongst the people in the water that are flailing. The one person grabs the rope, no problem. And a second person grabs the rope, no problem. So you get two people now on the rope, but there's two of you helping to reel it in. So that is your action as you go. Susan, you've got the skiff. It's right-sided. You've got the grappling hook on it. You now see that there is a young child and another individual on board the skiff. What are you doing?
I gotta hold it. I don't want it to slip out and keep
So
going.
you're working just to hold it in place at the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. With that, then it's just a straight athletics check again. Except because this time it is athletics, you're holding against the current. It is a lower DC because the current is slightly adjusted at the moment.
Oh. It's not what I wanted. Sorry about that. The thing just crashed on me. I just gotta reopen up my cheat sheet.
I think I'm gonna grab our dice after this.
Oh my god! I don't know why it just crashed. I was trying to
always the way to go.
I'll be right back.
Need them.
I was wondering why I couldn't interact with it. Okay, 24.
24. Yeah, you have no problem keeping that skiff steady in the current. Not a problem at all as it goes. So that you're just working, you're holding it, and again, you guys are really helping out. Some of the crowd, they're still a little on edge, but the fact that you've brought one person to safety on the docks and it looks like two in the boat, some people are starting to relax a little bit as you go. So we are down to Cassenthor. What are you up to? You're in the water.
How many people
the
are
child
left?
been rescued.
Sorry, how many people are left?
There is 4 left in the water. 1 child and 3 adults.
Okay. Due to my large size, could I help the child and an adult?
You can attempt it.
Okay. I will attempt to it.
Which one are you taking first?
Child first.
Okay, athletics check.
Natural 20 for a 28.
Okay, you have no problem. You actually scoop that child up. You tuck the child so far under your arm, they're like a football. They're in there snug. They ain't going anywhere. And you actually, at the same time, you reach over and you grab one of the others that are there floating in the water, and you grab a hold of him as you move now. Are you putting them in the boat or moving back to the shore?
Can I get to the shore with my current speed? I know.
Yes.
What's my
With your current speed? Yes, you can.
Okay, then I'll just go directly to the shore with them.
Okay, so you take them directly to the shore. So there are now 5 people safely out of the water. That's fantastic. The reaction of the people that are there are much happier as they go, or as you put these people to safety. Kelvo, what are you doing?
He's still focused on the water around the skiff, and he's doing like the mine rope pull. Just kind of control the current with shape water. You got this, guys. You're doing great.
At the end of the round, Cassenthor, you're almost at the docks. And you put them up there. And you see a couple more, the 2 behind you still, and you put them up. And as you turn back to go start your way back for the next round and head back towards the open water, one of the villagers on the edge of the dock falls in. right as you're right there, and they fall in and they panic. And in their panic, they grab you, in the most uncomfortable of ways as you're in the water, like hand around your neck and your throat, and just they're flailing, they're panicking, they're freaking out with everything that's going on. So I need you either to make a persuasion to calm them down, or a strength to literally just break free and like toss them into the water by themselves. So
that was not a suggestion sound.
Well,
that's not a suggestion.
When you're a lifeguard, that's what you're supposed to do. But Cassathor's not going to do that.
Possibly.
He's gonna do his best to try with his strength. Now he didn't take any damage or hit anything, so he's now shrunk back down to normal size. His rage has ended.
Yeah.
But he's gonna do his best to hold them and just try to keep them calm.
Okay, so roll me persuasion.
Okay. I got you. Oh, 17.
Believe it or not, they end up because of your recognition of who you are around the town and the village, and specifically lately in the town of Bogwatch, where you've been helping out as an assistant warden on patrols. They kind of cradle in your arms almost like a baby, but they're an adult. So, but that's just kind of how they curl up on you. So you have calmed them down. So you do manage to keep that villager safe from drowning in the water. At the beginning of the next round, at the top, we have, once again, Kurt. Kurt, what are you doing?
So we have two people on the line now, and I know there's going to be extra assistance needed, so I'm going to help her pull in the other two people.
Okay, so
considering
those two
Cass
people...
Thorpe is not drowning currently.
Okay, so you need to make me an athletics check.
I hate athletics. I'm not wrong.
I love it.
I am not either, but I rolled good twice.
They're holding onto the rope.
16.
16 actually is enough to bring them halfway to the shore, or halfway back to the docks. So you're helping Cowrie to bring them back. That's not a problem. So next up, as you're doing that, Fade, there's two left, and they're holding onto the rope that the Vulpus that had joined the group is holding on to, along with Kurt Wilson, the human that have come to town recently. These are two new additions to the village.
Okay.
So they are helping. It looks like two individuals, of the last two in the water, they're helping. What are you doing?
Okay, then I would grab the skiff and paddle and try to pull the skiff to shore.
Okay, so you're grabbing the skiff and trying to help get it to shore. Make me an athletics check for that.
That is a 12.
12. It really doesn't make much progress back towards the shore, but you've got a hold of it, that's for sure. That's not a problem. And Cowrie, you're up.
Is there an oar in the skiff?
There's a pole.
You could get in it and try to pull it back next time.
Okay, so you'll get in and start to pull it back, so you can do that for next round for sure.
Okay.
Cowrie, what are you doing as you're bringing the rope in? Are you finishing the rest of the way or trying to?
Yeah, is there a way we can maybe recruit other standers by to help us pull them in?
You can attempt that as you're pulling, so I'm going to have you make a persuasion roll.
Persuasion. That's an 11.
No one really helps you, so you're pulling by yourself, so you can make an athletics check.
Okay. I'm already helping.
Athletics. That's a dirty 20.
Okay, you managed to pull the last two survivors, the one child and the one adult, back to the safety of the docks. It takes a little bit, but with the help of the grappling hook that's hooked on there, you've got Kelvo working the currents, you've got Susanu kind of pulling on the grappling hook, and now you have Fade in the actual skiff with the pole, kind of pulling it towards you. And you're finding it, Fade, difficult. The current is definitely trying to pull you east towards where all those lanterns are going. So you do manage, though, to get back to the docks. They secure the skiff to the docks, and you have saved all 7 individuals that were in the water. So the villagers that you rescued have collapsed onto the decks, onto the boards, drenched. They're shaking. One coughs hard, clutching at your sleeves. They pulled us east, he rasps. Like the lights wanted us gone. The warden nods grimly, same direction your drift shard pointed, as he looks to the group of you. The marsh wasn't the end of this. And with that, you guys are ushered into that skiff by the warden. We need to find out what's going on.
I mean, if the current's
So it
pulling
is
us, we don't have to paddle.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a little easier because the current's going to be pulling in that direction. So
I love it.
should
We're
be-
becoming a Suicide Squad.
yeah, go figure this out. There's a big dragon over there, and oh, you're only third level. That doesn't matter.
I would clearly be King Shark.
You guys push off, and as the last echoes of the docks vanish behind you, and the fog thickens as you kind of go eastwards towards like this clump of mangroves that are there first. Like a lot of the open southern expanse, the Thunder Gulf, is mostly to the south and east and west, but you have to kind of get out of the mangrove growths of first. The mangroves rise from the water like the twisted ribs of an ancient beast. The cypress knees stab upward in awkward angles, the black surface forming a half-drowned maze of obstacles and canals as the water is just pulling you through this, almost without any will of your own. Above, the pale motes have strung themselves in a wavering path, flickering shapes that drift in slow, deliberate arcs through the mangrove maze. The warden with you pushes with the pole in silence, her eyes never leaving the lights ahead. Keep sharp, she mutters. This place bends truth on nights like this. Even the insects have fallen quiet. And as you listen, she's right. It's really not normal at this point. You need to follow these motes of light without being misled by the ones that are floating in patterns and throughout the maze. You're trying to follow the guided quest forward as you go. And I need a group challenge. There's 6 of you, so I need 4 successes.
Ooh, which
You
one do
can
I take?
choose survival, perception, or arcana. That is your choice, but remember, I need 4 successes out of 6 to succeed. Starting with Kelvo, what are you going to do?
Well, since his training is a lot in the wilds and nature, he's going to attempt a survival check to help guide the group. Keep an eye on the waves and the directions and the winds, and kind of help point the direction.
Okay, so survival.
13.
Okay.
And it rained.
All right. And Kurt, what are you going to do?
Taking the sanctified reed lantern, I'm going to go to the front of the boat. I'm going to lean over. I'm going to keep an eye out in the distance to see for anything that doesn't look natural. And I'm going to go with perception.
Perception. Make a perception roll.
That would be 23.
Okay, there's our first success. Okay, excellent.
how much?
And Cowrie, what are you going to choose?
I would like to do perception as well.
Excellent.
21.
21, very nice. You spot some of those motes correctly and make sure that that you guys are headed in the right direction. There is our second success. Moving on to Susanoo. What do you do? Which one are you choosing?
So I'll pull out my trusty compass. It gives me advantage on survival checks related to storms and navigating the sea.
Yep.
So I will do that.
Okay.
Wow, I got 11. Advantage.
An 11. Okay. Castlendor.
Perception and survival are the same for me. So he's been trained by the wardens for the area, so he's gonna.
Yep.
Survival. Yep, he's gonna use his training that he's been taught.
Okay.
22.
There's our third success. Fade.
Nail biting.
I don't have any left.
Muted.
What are our choices for?
Survival, perception, or arcana.
I'll do an Arcana. And I rolled a 19. So that's a
Nice.
22.
So you're able to pick out that some of those lanterns and floating candles and motifs are illusions, like the ones the other night. So you're able to help. So you guys do steer past this little maze of areas. And as you're going, you reach a spot. It's again moving in an eastward direction, closer to the open sea area. A tremor ripples across the surface of the water. The swamp begins to bubble and water erupting. Mud heaves upward from underneath the water. Reeds twist into dripping limbs. Hollow-faced shapes rise from the peat, their bodies made of muck and grass and reed, some old planks deep inside, rotting moss. The motes above them flicker wildly, responding to this interception of individuals. We are here. There we go.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Spooky woogie.
Roll me initiative.
Oh no.
Yep, already.
This is what I was built for.
Okay, Kelbo.
14.
14. Kurt.
23.
Kauri.
11.
Susanoo.
11.
Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Castlendor.
13 again.
Fade.
7.
Okay, Kauri, what's your dexterity?
Dex. 4.
Well, your actual dexterity
Oh, my
score.
Plus
19.
4. Oh,
19? Okay.
Yeah.
And Susanoo, what's your dexterity?
Dex is not high at all. I think it's like +1. So 12.
No, 12? Okay, so Kauri's going to go on 12 and Susanoo on 11. Okay. Top of the round. Kurt, what are you doing as these things come out of the water?
Are they well lit for us or not?
It's dim light.
Dim light? Okay.
If
To
I'm
help the
assuming
party-
I'm assuming you guys have a lantern. They have lights around them. I'm assuming you guys have a torch or a lantern lit for those that can't see in the dark.
I do have a lantern, but depending on how far out they are, it'll still be dim lit.
They're not far from you. Like, they are within reach, technically.
Okay.
They were, if you guys were a second earlier, they would have ambushed you. But at this point, you're kind of like, oh, and they've come out, and there they are. So it's not really a surprise. It's, well, okay, you got something blocking your way, but now you got to get past it. So, yeah, you can decide accordingly what you want to do.
All right. The most effective thing for the team, I believe, right now, is I'm actually going to use the sanctified reed lantern that I am holding already, and I'm going to use the once per long rest cast fairy fire.
Okay, so you cast fairy fire on these things, lighting them up, and I believe that gives was it advantage, or is it a plus to the...
I will let you know entirely, because I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Usually it gives.
I believe there's only one target you can target with fairy fire, I think.
Fairy
What's
fire
an
is actually
AoE?
radius.
It's a
Each
20
object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in a blue, green, or violet light. In my case, I'm going to pick violet because I like it. Any creatures in the area when the spell is cast are also outlined, unless they make a dexterity saving throw. So you can make a dexterity saving throw for them.
Fail.
All right.
So they're glowing.
Any attack rolls against the affected creatures have advantage.
Okay, so anytime you attack these guys, you get advantage.
So the only thing I have to state is because we're also in range, and I don't pick my targets, all of us have to make a dexterity saving throw as well.
Oh, you all might be lit up.
Yeah, we all might be lit up.
Well, no,
You
we're
can
in
change
boat
the
and they're
location
us.
of your target destination for that spell. You can
I
make
can?
sure that
Okay.
the 20
I wasn't
foot
too sure if it
cube
was
is-
centered on the lantern, so I'm like,
No, it's the same as the spell. You can target it on. Yeah.
All right, in that case, it's going to be out far enough so it doesn't hit any of us. So we can see them, and they can't really see us.
So now both
You
Kurt and Fade are concentrating on something.
Yes, I am concentrating on it, but I'm moving to the back of the skiff, so someone else can take the brunt of this.
Okay, so that was the top of the round. Next up is them.
Oh, good.
They are going to close in on you. Let's make sure.
I just made the spooky things look cooler.
Neon. It's the 80s.
Scarier.
Okay, as it moves towards, like it's come out of the water and it's, again, surfaced, and they're now moving towards the skiff that you guys are in. As it's moving, a flicker of pale light leaves each of them, floating off in a easterly direction. I need everybody to make a wisdom saving throw, please. All right. Anybody roll me less than 13?
7. I got 14 on the
9.
Oh,
Who got
that's
nine? Kurt, you rolled 9?
No, that was
It was Cass.
Cass rolled 9.
So Cass rolled a 9, so you failed, Cowrie failed, Calvo failed.
Is 14 safe?
14 saves. Needed a 13 or better. Okay, so 3 of you. The 3 of you that failed, you're leaping off the boat and moving 10 feet towards the lights, ignoring these things.
God damn it.
Is this a charm effect?
What is that?
Yep. Sorry, you can. Yeah, if you have resistances to charm.
All right, his corrupted tide charm glows, and it actually negates that. So it uses up its it allows him to succeed on that saving throw automatically. So
Okay. So Calvo, you don't leap off the boat, but
Do I have one of
Casimir
those?
does, and Cowrie does. So as they move towards the boat, now they can take their action. Slam. It's going to target Kurt. You're the first one that sees as it gets close, and it's attempting to slam you with these, whatever the hell it is.
These bundles of reeds.
14 plus 5 is 19 to hit.
You almost had it at 14, but 19 is even scarier. Yes, it does hit.
11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch. That is not light. Reeds are heavy, people. Reeds are heavy.
And on its second attack...
Second!
I love that chuckle.
Yeah.
I'll be back if I pass my whiz save.
What? I need you back now. I can't get hit.
That's a fail. It missed you. No problem. I rolled a 3, so it's not going to hit you.
Thank God.
So that was one. The second one, who's it attacking?
The guy who jumped off the boat.
Actually, no, it's ignoring them. Susan, you're being attacked. That is a 16 plus 5. That's a 21 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And a 16 and a 21 to hit on the second attack. That is, though, however, it's not the same. Make me a strength saving throw.
Okay, how much damage on the second one?
Second one is 7 points.
Okay.
So how's your health looking?
Probably not so pretty.
Beat up? Yeah.
About halfway. Halfway.
All right. And how'd you do on your strength saving throw?
Ooh. I failed.
You are entangled.
Okay.
Yeah. So you really can't move, and your attacks were not. Well, you had advantage. Now you are at normal roll.
Okay.
Okay. That's both of their attacks. So now we're going to go to. Oh my goodness! There's so many of you. Calvo.
How close are these things together? I mean,
They're
attacking us on
about
the
5 feet
so-
apart from each other.
Okay. So he'll and let me get back to
That picture of them is so horrible.
yeah, he'll run up to where Kurt is, and he'll turn to the big things and he'll go, "The horror slap you!" And he'll slam his hands together and send out a thunder wave towards them. They have to make a Constitution 14 saving throw.
Nice.
They're more like that than those other pictures. They're more creepy, sinister looking than what those big kind of monstrous things are. So yeah, so you do that. So what saving throw do I have?
Constitution 14.
Constitution 14. I don't think that's going to make it. I don't think I got a plus on it. I do have a plus, but not enough. That's a 12. So that's one failed, and the other one failed.
Okay, so they take full damage, which is 9 thunder, and they're pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. So they are 10 feet away from the boat now.
And he'll put a webbed hand on Kurt. I got you, buddy.
Thanks.
That ends his turn.
Okay. That's Kelvo's turn. And now we are going to jump to Cassanthor. As you are swimming away from the boat, 10 feet later, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's much better. Oh, 19. That's so much better.
You kind of catch yourself for a moment going, what the heck are you doing? Your friends are back there. So what are you doing?
Cassanthor will rage, and then if he's able to, he will book it straight back to those little reedy, creepy things.
Well, they're closer to you now that Calvo has pushed them back, so it won't take you long to reach them. So you will be able to get off, an attack for sure.
Awesome. All right. Okay, so I can move and get to them, or at least be within 10 feet of them.
You can move and get within about 5 feet of them, but you'll get one attack.
Okay, all right. Oh, are they still fairy fired because Kurt
Yes.
took damage?
Actually,
give me a
yeah. Are
second.
they still?
No, they're not. I would have failed that Constitution saving throw. They are
you-
back to normal.
Okay, so they're not glowing. So normal attack.
Damn it!
All right. That's okay. That's okay.
Sucks for me.
Does a 20 hit? Dirty 20.
Yep, a dirty 20 definitely hits.
All right. As Cassanthor rages, you smell burnt fur as he pulls out his sword, and it's covered in fire.
Is that the one you just took off your back?
Yep. All right. So that's 9 radiant damage,
Okay.
8 fire damage. So it's a total of 14, 22 damage.
Damn. Okay. He's the one's looking pretty dang hurt. That's for certain. So that is Cassanthor's turn. Then we're going to go to Cowrie. Cowrie, what are you doing? What's happening is they've come up to the boat. They made an attack. They've now been pushed 10 feet back away from the boat. Do you have anything that you would be able to do with a target at 10 feet away?
Well, 10 feet. I have my light crossbow.
Okay.
Which they're in range for that. So I think I'd like to try to hit them with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead.
So I roll a d20 and then a d8. Is that correct?
Yeah, if that's what it was for damage listed there, yeah.
Okay. It's a 5 for damage.
5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent. So a crossbow bolt buries itself in this reedy, mucky form that's looking at you guys. As I said, they look pretty dang creepy as they come out of this water. And it's literally muck and moss and black reed and old driftwood inside their bodies. It really looks... You're not quite sure what they are at this point. Susanu.
So I was still grappled. Am I pulled into the water then?
No, you're not pulled into water. You're just grappled in place where you are. So you will get your attack. Well, they're no longer fairy fired, so you will get an attack at disadvantage.
Okay. I'll try the attack.
Just curious if he's still grappled, but they got pushed back 10 feet. How that
Yep.
worked.
It's because he was rooted, and it was like a concentration spell that they cast on him in a sense. They're not actually holding him. It's
Gotcha.
It's what they affected
It's
him.
the reeds from underneath the boat that have come up and over and grappled him in place.
Okay, so 10.
10 points?
No,
Or 10 to hit? Oh, it misses.
Oh, yeah.
You fall short. You basically hit and get your weapon gets tangled up in the entangled reeds that are all over you. That as you now have ended your turn, they now start to kind of shrivel up and go back into the water where they were. We now move to Fade. Fade, you are the last in the round. What are you doing?
I think that I will do a quick and casted chromatic orb followed up with a followed up with the sorcerer's bursts, kind of two similar things.
Okay.
Okay. So, aiming at the one that already got hit, injured. That is a 15 to hit. Does that hit it?
Yeah, that hits. It sure does.
Okay. And that is 9 points of... Did it seem like the fire did good damage to it when he cast the tornado?
Oh, yeah.
I'll do fire. 9 damage. Fire damage.
9
Okay.
damage of fire damage. He is definitely on death's door.
Oh, you know what? I didn't roll the correct damage. I gotta roll one more. 8.
Okay. Let's see who we got.
So 4 more. 4 more.
Okay. He basically starts to unravel with the muck and the reed. Is the light from within him fading to darkness, as we now move to top of the round. And that
No,
Kurt.
No, I wasn't done.
You have another action?
That was my quicken casted leveled spell, and I still have my cantrip.
Okay.
The sorcerer's burst
Why?
at the other guy would be a 17 to hit,
It hits.
and that's where I got mixed up. That's my just 2 d8s.
I'm
That's
so
7
missing
points
the
of
confidence action.
7 points of damage.
Okay, 7 points. All right, he's hurt. That's for certain. Okay, and then we go to the top of the round. Kurt Wilson, what are you doing?
Ooh, okay. Mr. Cass in the water, does your glowing sword of fire create any kind of light for me?
Would it? Because it's like it does fire damage, so it's kind of, I guess, wreathed in a magical flame. But I've never thought about that before.
Does it shed light for me?
Well, there is light. There is a light coming from the boat. Like the skiff comes equipped with a pole that's on the side of the skiff where the warden is kind of pushing, where a lantern hangs from that. So it is casting like a lantern light around the boat, so you can see them.
Okay.
It's about a 30-foot range around the boat that you can see.
Oh, they're definitely within that. Okay, that's not too bad.
And they're within that. They're only 10 feet away.
Okay, I'm going to start by preparing a couple sets of darts and see how this goes. Hopefully I don't miss, because that would be atrocious. First one is definitely a hit at 21. That would only be...
You got this.
7 points of damage for the first one.
What kind of damage?
Just piercing.
Just
Non-magic.
piercing?
Yeah. Probably not super effective, but it works.
It did hit them, but not definitely. It definitely was not effective.
No, it's fine. I got to do something. Second one is a dirty 20 to hit with another 6 points of piercing.
Damage,
Okay.
no matter how much it is.
He's still
Got to do
hurting.
something.
Okay,
I
and
felt so
that
useless
moves-
last time. I have to put something into it.
That moves from you to him, as he now moves back towards the boat.
Like a step away.
He is going to do.
2 little days.
Who's in the water? Is anybody in the water still? Cass, you're still in the water,
Cass is in the water still.
and Cowrie is in the water.
Yep.
Still, right? So you
Yes.
guys were swimming in the water. I need both of you to make me a strength saving throw as you feel something beneath your feet kind of reaching up and grabbing and pulling you down.
I find it funny that our 2 members that with fur are the ones in the water.
As Mordu said, I am a marsh care bear. That's what I am.
I think I'm a Pooh Bear myself.
Oh.
It's a Pooh Bear.
I love advantage. I got a 2 and a 16 for a 24.
Nice. So you saved. Not a problem.
And then I've rolled 17 plus 4 dexterity.
21.
Okay. Well, it's just a strength save.
Strength, sorry.
Save.
So 18.
18. Okay, so you save as well. So you were able to break free of this muck and mire that was trying to grab you from beneath. That takes us to Calvo. You're up.
All right. Well, he starts rubbing his
You're-
hands. He starts rubbing his hands together. He's like, "That was a good shot, Kurt." And he builds up energy, and he releases a. He goes, "Static discharge," and he releases a ray of frost, but the element has changed to lightning. So he unleashes a lightning cantrip towards the last remaining creature, with only an 11 to try to hit.
It goes wide.
I missed. Darn it. That's his turn.
Cassanthor.
All right.
You're up.
Cassandor, seeing Calvo using lightning, I could do that too. With a bonus action, switches it from fire to lightning, and takes. What's now? Yeah, takes a swing at the one closest to him, the one that's probably hurt the most.
There's only one left.
Oh, okay. In that case, 2 attacks. That is a 11 and a 23.
23 hits.
That is 14 lightning damage, 8 radiant damage, so 22, 31 damage.
Biggie numbers.
The last elemental, and yes, you realize at this point, these were elementals, collapse into a heap of wet, mucky sticks. False lights settle into a slow eastern drift. Once again, just moving forward, almost like an invitation for you guys to follow. Which, of course, as you get back in the skiff, the two of you, and you continue to move forward. Are you guys doing anything to your wounds as you are moving forward?
I don't think Cassanthor was hurt, but he'll help anyone who was. I don't really have much other
I
than
think there
medicine.
was a few people that took some damage there.
Yeah, I took some damage. Anyone has healing spells?
Kurt's sitting there like, why is it always me first? Always me.
Calvo will just use prestidigitation to try to dry them off a bit so they're not as soaked and they don't catch cold.
Cass is first.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna heal myself using one of my potions.
Okay.
Our group doesn't have any healers. Oh no.
I still have to talk to Deacon about that. 'Cause he does have a level
About adding a class that gives you healing?
Kurt, are you looking bloodied to everybody?
On the cusp of it. I'm very close to being considered bloodied.
He's looking beat up for certain.
I'll protect you.
I
Does
just
anybody have like a healer's kit that we can do a little bit of?
I'll give Kurt my last potion. 2d4 plus 2.
Ooh,
There you go.
pricey things. How do I pay you back?
By living.
Sounds good. I guess I can't pay you back if I'm dead.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, I just hit things.
7 back. That's good.
So you guys are a couple of you are taking some potions. You're kind of taking the skiff ride, and you're following these motes of light as the warden continues the path. The mangroves thin, and the fog rolls low across still glass-smooth water. The motes drift ahead of you, and they begin spiraling downward in lazy circles. Their reflections are so clear, it looks like a second sky lies beneath the surface. The lantern light, the candle light, it all stays lit as it goes beneath. Reeds part without a breeze. A deep hum vibrates through the basin. The warden, as he's going, is tightening his grip on the pole as he pushes forward. We're not alone here. The moats sink into the water with a soft hiss. The pool ripples once, then again, larger. A massive shape begins to rise beneath the surface. Broad-backed, moss-draped, crowned with lilies. It rises, its eyes open. The marsh seems to inhale. The shape continues to rise up from the depths, silent, immense. Stormlight flickers beneath its skin. Something has been awakened. And with that, we are going to add something. So share the image.
Aww.
It's cute.
Yeah. Make me, Calvo, make me a history check.
History check.
It's his mother.
Ooh, 21.
You rolled a 21?
Yeah.
So over 20. That's what you needed. Somewhere growing up, you're not sure where, because again, you've spent your life amongst different lineages. And being a bog caller, you know about as much as the average bog caller growing up. Somewhere in your childhood, some image or tapestry or something you have seen resembles what you're looking at. You're not sure where or who it is or what it is, but you know it is important to your people. The water swells upward as this vast creature rises completely from the basin. Curtains of moss drip from its shoulders, lilies cling to its broad, ancient brow. Beneath its slick, bark-like skin, faint currents of stormlight pulse and flicker. The spirit's throat vibrates in that croaking, deep, resonant hum that becomes like thunder held just beyond the horizon. Its great eyes open fully, fixing each of you with a luminous intensity. Its mouth opens. Travelers, why do you chase stolen lights? Who answers first? I will let you guys decide, or I'll make you roll for it. It's up to you.
I'm going to answer first.
Okay. Kurt, pipes up.
So I pull out the storm-scarred drift shard, and I hold it out. And as I face it towards the east, and it vibrates, and it makes it sound like this guides us to our chaos, to where we believe we need to go.
Okay. So you are speaking the truth. That's your intent.
Yep. I got no lies to hide.
Okay. Roll me persuasion or religion.
I'm going to go with persuasion, because that's the higher number I got. Not by much, but... Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. That would be 19 for persuasion.
His eyes soften, looking as he looks at you. Beneath the pooled water, the stormlight brightens. Your hearts ripple with honesty. The sentinel's sorrow clings to some of you. Anybody else saying anything?
When he says the sentinel clings onto you, I'll pull out the sentinel coin that I carry.
Okay.
And I go, I was gifted with this. To see if it can kind of persuade it.
It tilts his head slightly. Do you now gift it to me? Is
Sure.
that what you're doing? Okay, make me a religion, an insight, or a performance with your gifting.
Insight. 16.
As you make the offering, the coin goes into the water. It floats for a moment and then begins to glow. Very briefly, but then it slips beneath the surface. He bows his head. The old water remembers such things. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Cass would just stand there in reverence and bow, but he wouldn't say anything.
Can I ask what was it again that was it Kurt stepped forward and said what was he said to him?
I showed him the drift shard, the piece that we got from inside the tree, and I showed it to him and explained to him, like, this is why we're going this way.
Okay.
Well, Calvo might just be like, yeah, there's someone out here that's hurting the people in town and confusing them, and we're out here to help, but you seem familiar. Is there anything we can help you with? Maybe later, a company or something?
You're watching, and he kind of looks at you different than the others. You're not sure why or what it is, but you see these motes of light kind of flaring as they're going by him. They're still heading in an eastward direction, but they flare a little bit brighter as they approach him. Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana. Ooh, 24.
You kind of, in a moment, like you're so fixated in this exchange of words or whatever it is, this recognition perhaps in your mind, that one mote and then another that flare to life and they drift past, they all of a sudden fade and become nothing. The illusion of several of the lanterns that are going by burst into sparks that swirl harmlessly across the water. This large croaking mass rumbles in approval. Your sincerity, you unbind deceit from truth. Just 1 second, guys. The bubbling water Reek came up once again, calms, although he stays on the surface. The stormlight from below and from within him dims. This massive spirit begins to lower itself down into the water a little at a time, and as almost like you see an alligator with its like half in and out of the water as it comes out, and it just kind of looks the group of you over and says, "You endure. The marsh accepts your weight." And it lowers back under the water, and it's gone. From beneath the still surface, though, a soft pulse of light grows, gathering into a sphere of swirling storm glass. Tiny arcs of lightning coil inside it like captured stars. This thing's voice drops again to a low, gentle whisper. Take this spark. Let it guide you. The truth drifts east as well, into deeper tides than these. The orb floats upward, stopping before the party, and it sits there in the water. What are you guys doing?
I have had enough water today.
Fade
Cass will-
bows, and it says thank you.
So you take it?
Well, if we need to, yes. I thought it was leading us somewhere.
Well, it's he said it'll guide you, but right now it's just floating in the water.
Okay, I'll reach over and pick it up.
Okay, so you pick it up. Like the other object that you have, the shard that is pointing east, it also points east as well, but you can feel a soft hum emanating from the sphere. Almost like that electrical current that you see within it. You can feel that vibration. Fog begins to curl around your skiff as the warden takes up the oars, and as you kind of go and you move your way forward, dawn comes soon. We will need probably a boat more than a skiff, as he turns and heads back towards the docks. Nympha waits, and something in the sea stirs us, is what the warden says as you guys get back to the docks, as he says you're going to have to arrange for a ship. And we are going to actually end episode 2 now. We are a little bit earlier than we wanted to. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, and thank my players for playing. It was a little bit cut short because you kind of got away without the combat from that last fellow.
Which is too nice.
Might have been a good thing.
Yes.
I don't want to be swallowed by a giant.
Yeah. As you're back again, Calvo, you get back to the docks, and again, that it's under your skin, literally. Make another history check.
Oh boy, be nice to me.
You're the only bog caller in the group.
It's got to be family. It's the only thing that makes sense.
24. Gosh, a nice night like him.
You're pretty certain that although he's classified as an elemental, also a spirit of the bog callers, and it's known as the bog caller spirit. It's something that, again, some of your people claim have offered guidance or issued warnings in the past.
Ooh.
So that is the knowledge that you come to the table with. I will give you guys, just give me 1 second, guys.
Can you tell us that, Calvo?
Yeah, do you share that
Calvo,
information?
do you share that with us?
Probably in conversation. But right now he's just kind of he might just mutter that seemed like a bug caller spirit. Never met one before.
So not your parents?
I don't know who my parents are.
Well, they could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah, those things are they're old and they're ancient, and they're important for bog caller history. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure something out here, guys. Give me 1 moment, and I'm sorry for everybody watching. It's the boring part.
What? Not at all.
It's the best part.
You guys did great. I'm so proud.
You did better. I'm disappointed in myself.
You did good.
I gotta
You
get
hit
better.
things. Big old
I gotta
clap
keep
around the back.
So basically, as you
Probably
guys
not.
were out there and you were making your way through, and you guys were dealing with your thing, the warden had gathered up some things that he found in certain patches of reeds or in muck or at those fallen marsh-born elementals, and kind of gathered stuff up. And when you guys get back to the dock, there's 2 reclaimed drift tokens. They're a consumable item. If you want them, basically what it does is add plus 1d4 to a single ability check made near water or fog. So it's a token. It's like a one-use item, and it crumbles when it's done. There's 2 of those. You get there's a charm made of dried reeds bound in a spiral. that is will grant certain abilities. You'll have to have that one ID'd. There is a Bog Blessed Salve, which you're familiar with, Calvo. Actually, and Kurt, I think you may have seen one of these around the village at some point because you've been out and about looking for this kind of stuff. This is a thick green paste or ointment that grants resistance to acid for up to an hour and will heal 1d6 hit points immediately.
Ooh, nice.
And there's 3 jars of this stuff equivalent.
Nice.
Will it only heal acid or will it heal any damage?
Oh, it'll
Twice.
resistance to acid. But
It
also,
gives you resistance to acid for an hour, but then heals any damage, 1d6.
Kelvin might take that and may start becoming a party healer a little bit. We'll see.
I would like to learn from it, though, Calvo, if you don't mind. Let's see what
Of
other
course.
properties it has, and then maybe I could start creating this for the party in the future.
Its property is green.
That's very true. But this is
I like green.
The state of being green. The state of greenness.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out your experience points here.
8 billion.
Are we still live?
Yep, we are
Yeah.
still live, and again, I'm making people wait. I apologize because I just want to make sure I
that's
get the
all
experience
good.
right. Even though you did not fight the bog collar spirit, you do get the experience for taking a partial experience for taking him down.
Pacifists.
So there's going to be several of you leveling again. 1,065 experience points each.
That's a big number.
Nice.
Puts me damn close to the next one, that's for sure.
Nice.
All right. I'm pretty sure that's going to throw Cowrie into 3rd level-ish, I think. Pretty sure. And I think, Kurt, you might be level as well with that, or close to it.
I
And then-
am about 555 off.
And Susanoo, you must be close as well.
I'm close.
Yeah. And Calvo, I don't know how far you are, but...
Yeah, a little bit, but not too far.
Okay. So with that, guys, I'm going to end the stream. You guys can hold on for a moment, but I'm going to say farewell to all of our wonderful people that joined us. We had our viewership up there again at, I think, 7 or 8 at one point. We just tell your friends if you like what we do. Tell your friends, support us. Just keep us on even in the background. It really does help us out just to kind of hear that background stream. You count as a view. It really matters. Make sure you do the like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff that's going across the screen there on the bottom. Hit the bell icon to make sure you're notified, and then follow the link.bio page to /DeaconsTable, which takes you to all of our bios. And the top one is our Discord server. I can't emphasize this enough, guys. Come join us on the Discord. Hang out with other people who like role-playing games. Not all D&D, but we do focus on Foreverland, Oiala-ndor, which is our custom game setting that is
We lost him.
that give you a little bit of perks and bonuses. But you get all the stuff you need to play for free on the Discord. So come join us. You can play text-based, or you can actually join us in things like this. So again, until then, guys, I want to say make all your rolls critical, not just a 20. Also the 1, because a 1 is just as much fun. And for that, guys, love you all. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.